This is Cursed FOAD. We're on the Nintendo Switch. This is a free-to-play battle royale type title. And wow, okay, yeah, I was wondering how they managed to get this running on the Nintendo Switch. And I can see that this is how they managed to do it. So it's definitely like pretty pretty low resolution, one might say, in regards to the resolution quality, and the frame rate is not really what I would call stable. So, if you're wondering about this game, like I said, it's free to play. It was called Cuisine Royale at one point, and it was a bit of a joke April Fool's thing that they turned into an actual game. And then they rebranded it as, wow, it's pixelated fire. Jesus, that is hilarious. Anyways, they rebranded it as this Cursed FOAD game. Like I said, it used to be called Cuisine Royale. And I've played it on Xbox, I've played it on PlayStation, and those ones have like a global ray traced world or whatever. And wow, this is just, I don't know if it looks better on the YouTube viewing, but my god, it's like, I can only describe it as basically being like a distinct painting. Like the res is low res. Anyways, you're gathering weapons and stuff, and then you're fighting in what are basically like World War II type environments, if that makes sense. I believe World War II. Trenches, lots of conflict setups. You get weapons of that era. And then you also get like wacky weapons, such as like jetpacks and bounce shoes and stuff. Wow, this game is just... It is very interesting to look at. It's very, very interesting how they were able to achieve this. The kind of question... It's one of those ones where I'm like, was it worth it considering the drop in quality? I don't know, but yeah, this is ugly looking, and it has drops and stuff. But it's kind of actually a not too bad shooter game. In the battle royale, you're moving inwards, you're taking different positions. There's like a battle path. Well, you're not taking positions, but you're moving and you're getting pushed inwards. And there's different spots and little towns, and there's a battle pass that you can work through if you want to, in order to, oh geez, basically unlock special items and stuff. And you can also buy characters if you'd like as well. And these are like, because they've gone with the hero angle in regards to being like, hey, you can pick this person to start and it cycles, or you could buy a character and you keep playing as them. And there usually is clothing and stuff, so they've definitely changed some of those mechanics up. It seems like they're constantly work in progressing this game. There are a few different maps. There's like a bit of a desert type one. This is like I would say the core map of the game, if that makes sense, just in terms of, the design and the look of it. Oh my god, this looks atrocious. It honestly just looks absolutely ugly. But if you've been looking for a shooter on the platform, I guess this is kind of like an option. Sort of wish these guys were actually focused on what they're doing. See, these are the trenches I'm talking about. Usually this is actually a very lovely area on the Xbox, the Series X and the PS5. This is like globally ray traced, like I mentioned, and it actually looks quite quality. I mean, it had a lot of performance issues initially when it launched on those platforms, but they've cleaned it up since, and this is just like, they've had to sacrifice everything to get this going. Okay, I'm gonna just get out of here, and I actually need to find like, like weapons and stuff, because I don't have anything. We're just driving around and not actually specifically doing anything important, it looks like. Okay, let's get a Malzen. There we go. So now we at least have like a weapon, and we got food. So with it being, originally Cuisine Royale, you have to eat food in order to, deal with your health and stuff, and then you fight people. Wow, even the gun is like ultra low res. It's almost like an art aesthetic if you think about it. And then there's like this element of these Aztec coins, and you can use the coins on certain things. So you can go to like, there's a fridge thing, and then you can, well, like a jackpot machine, I guess you would say, is better off name wise. and you can throw it into there, and you can basically get like loot and stuff pops out of it, which is kind of neat, I guess. But yeah, it's a little bit of a silly game, a little bit of a funny one. Oh, and you can go to the campfires, and there's like a bit of a respawn system. But yeah, it's a very interesting sort of thing. I really wish I would have had, um, you know, basically like a machine gun or something would have been very helpful for this. Just using the rifle is a little bit more difficult, especially with this one kind of not being the smoothest of experiences, if that makes sense. I'm coming, guys. God, give me a sec. Moving as fast as I can out here, you know, giving it my all. And yeah, she's quite rough around the edges, especially like on the 4K. And I know it's not designed for the 4K screen, but you know, it's yeah. I know I keep coming back to that, but seriously, it's just like such a standout. Anyways, gameplay wise, you know, you're shooting, eliminating other squads. You know, you gotta deal with other people. It seems like they're taking advantage of, you know, the Switch platform in regards to basically some of the rumble. You know, you got intense rumble on the Joy-Cons when you do the menus and you kind of shoot and stuff. That's kind of cool. Sorry, we're just eating here, so I don't have too many problems. Is that a Browning? Or is that just like... Sorry, it's so hard to see any of the details here. Oh, that's just another rifle option. I think sorry, it's just like, oh, it looks like a shotgun. It's just so hard to tell detail-wise what anything is in this. Yeah, I want to get like an LMG or something so I can actually deal some damage. Silly jetpacks. It's so low res, the jetpacks. Like, insanely low res. Oh, the medium bag. Yeah, I kind of want the thing of regeneration. But yeah, you can just pick up like the silliest items in this one. And you just like, you're collecting just such a funny array of weapons. And I actually like the charm of it when it was called Cuisine Royale, to be honest. I thought there was something very humorous and fun and you know, just kind of charming about, you know, the concept of it being like food based in that, making fun of the battle royale genre, but they've sort of rebranded it as they call it like an MMO type shooter thing or whatever, but it really is just like another battle royale. The only difference is you don't really like jump onto the map, you just kind of appear on the map and after you load in and stuff. So yeah, that's really about the extent of that element of it. But it's got like a cool design to the buildings and that and how you loot things. It's just like really not ideal on this platform. Yeah, but I mean, if you want a shooter on this platform, you want a battle royale, you know, there's not necessarily a whole lot of options. So I guess this sort of like, you know, kind of hits the mark in that regard, I guess. Now we're in the first person here. Empty hex bag. Trying to think if I can get a good weapon. I kind of like the idea of a rifle, but I definitely want a machine gun. Sorry, I've got Switch stick drift, you know what I mean? Which sucks. Okay, we've got the submachine gun now, so that's good. I've actually got some machine gun ammo on this. All the Browning ammo, okay. All left leg. We're just kind of picking off things. It's just kind of comical. The Heart of Madeline. Well, I guess we'll pick that up. Then we have to go to a fire. Yeah, okay, we'll switch back to first person. That's holding X, by the way, in case you were, you know, kind of wondering. Jeez, this is... I don't know about this one, guys. It's a rough way to play it. I guess other Switch players would be at like a similar disadvantage gameplay-wise. I'm just trying to think where the next fire would be. You guys are just chilling. Oh, wow. Yeah. The game itself, I think, has some fun moments to it. It's not necessarily, like, the best Battle Royale in the biz. But, you know, it kind of kind of gets the job done of being a slightly different option with a bit of humor to it. It's just a bit slideshowy. That's for sure. Huh. It's nice to go to first person. I guess that would help to some degree for shooting, but you can see like literally floating trees in the distance and that. I'm just kind of moving away from my teammates because they're not really doing a whole lot. The stupid jetpack thing. It's so silly. They're over there. I'm trying to find like a fire. I don't know if that is... Sorry, it's so hard to tell the details of things in this environment. And you're just trying to be the last one standing. You're seeing the zone kind of move inwards. It's a very typical battle royale type thing. This is really the core of it. I guess I should have mentioned you don't need the Switch online to play it. There's like solos, duos, squads, which is what we're playing because that makes the most sense to have a team kind of working together to do stuff. It shows a little bit more of the chaos of the game. Wow, a lot of people died over here. You know what I'm talking about? Damn. Dated food. Gameplay of food stuff's important, but talks protection. Kind of funny. Kind of funny indeed. A cigar. Did you guys get shot by something? It's really hard to tell. Oh, there's bad guys over here, I think. Oh, wow. Did I kill them too? No, I did not. I'm going to die. Teammates, come and give me a hand. Oh, they went that way. That's hilarious. And I'm holding someone's heart too. Oh no! If only I could get revived. I think they're coming to get me. Oh, it's because he's in a bit of a vehicle. That's funny. They're going for the run over. Oh, never mind. They failed at that. My heart is still on the battlefield. Let's just spectate them quickly. So that person died. It's so goddamn low res. You can barely tell what objects are. Are they mortaring up to the distance? Jeez. But, yeah, it's got a neat style to it. It definitely doesn't take itself seriously. There's updates to it constantly. I think you might find this to be an interesting title to some degree, gameplay-wise. Just, you know, Switch-wise, don't necessarily expect an intense experience. He's not even really playing. Anyways, that's about CRSED FOAD on the Switch. I hope this kind of at least gave you an idea of what it's like and, you know, everything along those lines. He died! Oh no!